Yeah, so I'm just getting things ready here, and I found my old contour camera. This thing's like 10 years old. I can't believe it's that old already. I don't understand why they went out of business. Like, obviously they had a bad business plan, but like, this is so much better than a GoPro. Like, it's more streamlined for mounting on your helmet. It doesn't look as stupid. You can turn the lens to like match what you're trying to film. So if your camera's mounted sideways, like, it's just so much better design. And when you want to turn it on, literally all you have to do once it's on is flick this switch. So like, say you're riding on a motorcycle and you can't like see the camera on the GoPro, you have to like find the button and push it. This thing, you just like grab it, flick the switch off. Like, how cool is that? Really like this camera. Gotta do some action shots soon. Anyway, welcome to another episode, stream, video, whatever you want to call it, of Private Garage. Hey guys, got some really cool stuff to show you today. Some new mystery packages that we're gonna open. But before I do that, this place, let me show you, is an absolute mess. Just no room to work, and I just need to get this place cleaned out so I have room to do stuff. And also, I'll show you in a second, but I gotta clean up some trees and do a couple chores quick. So I'm gonna do that, get everything cleaned up, and then we'll do the unveiling of the new stuff I got for the Turbo Pinto. Check it out. Wiring harness is now in, both the plugs are in. Looks pretty clean in my opinion. There's our ECU that we're gonna plug in. I think I just counted, but I have about, say, just less than 15 wires left, so all the ones that aren't checked off yet in this row. But we're getting really close. These are all the ones I still have to wire to different places. So more or less just figuring out some last steps, and then after that we're gonna have to do coolant, and what else do you need to run an engine? Fuel seems important, and then the biggest challenge I have is I've got to find a way to mount the VAM in. This is our VAM, our flow meter, whatever you want to call it, and there's a fitting that goes on the turbo, and I got to fit that VAM somewhere. Honestly, I'm having a really hard time with it. And I'm thinking I might end up taking it through this hole right here and bringing it out through the fender. I'm not guaranteeing I'm gonna do that, but I don't have a lot of room. And so, you know, by the time you get the rad in here and, you know, all these different things, yeah, it's just gonna be tricky. So, gotta do something with the VAM still, and gotta get some tubing. Got to clean up the wiring harness. Obviously, not going to leave it like this. It's a huge mess right now, but we're getting there. We're cleaning it up. So we do what we do. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This is a budget build. Does it look budget? Does this look like a professional TV show? No, sorry. I don't have any money. I don't get paid. But yeah, we're gonna use this 10-year-old battery that stopped starting my truck. I checked, it has 12.5 volts, and that's after sitting on the floor for a year. So I think I can use the charger, charge it up a little, and she's gonna run the Pinto for another 10 years. Because that's how we do in budget builds. See if we can't get this thing cleaned up. Alright, we got that on the charger. Looks a little better, I think, right? Right? Looks a little cleaned up, a little spit shine. So we'll let that charge. Really confusing. It was measuring 14.5 volts on its own, or 3 or something, and then when I put it on the charger it went down to 14. I don't know how that works, but we're just gonna leave it anyway, see what happens. Back to working on the car. Alright guys, got the chores done, we're all cleaned up in the shop, we're ready to start opening the packages I told you about. I'm really excited to show you guys some of the stuff I'm putting in this car. I think it's going to make it really slick. But first I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on. We're finally getting caught up to real-time footage. What I mean by that is, up until now, every video I posted was filmed months in advance, and I wasn't really thinking about making videos that much at the time of recording. So basically I was just recording random things that I was doing and then trying to cobble it together into a video. Now I'm going to try and do a little bit better production quality. Knock on car. I don't have any wood handy. That's not true, it's like 2 feet away, but it's out of frame, so I can't go there. Anyway, I want to try and improve my production quality, and so I'm going to be filming these videos sort of closer to live. Almost, basically by the time you see it, it should have happened about a week ago, give or take. With that, trying to improve quality, I might not be able to get a video out every week, but my goal is to get a video out every week. So we'll see how that goes. I also just had a baby, which is a new thing for me, and it's definitely taking up a lot of time. So again, I may not get videos out every week, but I'm hoping we can. And also, before I get started in the video, I do want to say thank you. As of this particular moment, we have 23 subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys. It's really hard to start a YouTube channel. And to be quite frank, sometimes it gets a little depressing when you see other people with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers and you have 20. I haven't told anybody about this other than a few close friends, so those of you who are watching are mostly strangers. So I really appreciate it. If you can watch the video right till the end, that helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithms and making things get shared more and gets me more views and more subs. So if you're new to the channel, please do hit subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, having said that, what are we going to be doing next? So here's the deal. I got something big, something really big. I'm super excited to share it with you guys. It's going to be coming into this garage very soon, like within the next 2 to 3 months. But I have a car in the way, and I don't really want to push this car out not running. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to step it up, and I'm going to make my goal to have this car running in the next 2 or 3 months. That's a steep goal. I have a lot of stuff to do. So the main things that I have to do, let me get my checklist. Okay, here's my list. So, trying to be very steady. I need to get this turbo plumbed in and ready to go. I need to finish connecting the ECU and wiring harness. There should be a video coming out on finishing up the turbo fairly soon. You might have already seen it by the time this airs. I also need to get the power steering in. Power steering, I think, can wait. I think that can wait. We can, we can make do without some power steering. We just want to get it running for now. So we might skip that one. I do need to get the coolant plumbed. Coolant plumbing is a big one. That's got to get finished. Got to figure out some kind of radiator. I do have this radiator over here. There's some issues with it. We'll talk about that in the future. What else we got? I need to put engine oil in. Don't want to forget that. If anybody knows, if you guys are familiar with these engines, if you need to add zinc additive into this engine oil for these, please let me know. I'm not 100% sure on that. I might just do it because I don't want to risk wrecking things, but I digress. I also need to finish getting the ignition sorted out. I need to mount the ECU. So in order to mount the ECU, I think we're going to have to put the dash in. So I might clean the dash up today and throw that in there. I've also got to finish the battery and the power. So I've got the battery in the back, I got to mount it, and I got to finish connecting all the grounds and power wires. And finally, the fuel tank. Now we're just going to warp. Warping in is awesome. I got to finish getting this dirty, disgusting tank prepped. We're going to reuse this tank as the plan, especially since I want to do everything as fast as possible, and I need to figure out a way to get a 255 liter per hour fuel pump in here. And there's some challenges with that, so that's going to be another thing we're going to do. So we have a lot to do, and I do not have a lot of time to do it. It's going to be a bit of a push, but I think we can make it happen. I'm really excited, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so we got 3 packages to open. Number 1, I already opened it. Chinesium. Oh, look at that. Look at that, boys. Woo! Oh, yeah. And the starter button immediately gets stuck. Well, that's not ideal. I'll have to work on that. So that happens when you buy things from China. Okay, but tell me that's not going to be just the most fun. Okay, so if I flip this down. Oh, sick. Okay, very excited about that. We're gonna have to figure out where we're mounting that in the dash. By the way, I don't really like these carbon fibers, this fake carbon fiber. Not a fan of that. So I think we are gonna disassemble this and paint this. But first we gotta mock it up anyway, so we're gonna mock that up in the dash. To be continued there. Next. AVE always opens things really cool. I don't have a cool thing to open this with except maybe this guy. Can I do that? Yeah, it honestly doesn't work very good. As soon as the paper grabs and starts to vibrate, it just doesn't cut. Okay, well we can't just rip it open. Haha. Oh, almost wrecked it. Alright, I didn't show a ton of my solders on video because honestly it was super hard to do them and hold the camera, so I ended up just doing them by myself. I've always held my solders together mechanically and then kind of hold one end and kind of solder it, and it's very difficult. And then I found out about this thing and I'm like, this is the best! So I ordered one of these. They're super cheap, and what are they called again? Helping hands. Literally called helping hands, but it holds your solders. Super useful. Like holding it up too high. There we go. And I got these magnets off Amazon, super cheap. Okay, that's not very exciting, sorry. The big one. Don't you just love unboxing videos? This is so we can make new pins to go in our ECU. It's gonna be handy. This, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is my fuse breaker for my battery, 200 amps. Come back to that. Relay box. Fuses. So we put our fuses in and our relays in. How does she blow apart? I feel like I'm gonna immediately break this thing. As they say, there's a tool for that. Alright. So basically, you jam your fusio, your relay in there, like that, and you pin her with these fancy pins on the bottom. You put her all back together, nice and fancy like this. And then you bolt her somewhere nice in the car so she looks clean. That's the plan. There we go, we're done our unboxing. What's next?
Hey guys, this video went a little bit longer than I thought, so that's all we're going to be showing for today. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please do hit subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Who's surprised? Not me. There's a rat's nest in there. Or mouse. Oh yeah. Ooh, tasty mouse nest. Only question is, how many dead mice are in there? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Okay, remember how I said, like, yeah, I gotta do a bunch of chores, just a little bit of chores before I start working on the car? This is the chores. All these trees, they look like they've been dying. You're supposed to prune them before the spring, so I did. I pruned them with the chainsaw. I'm not finished yet, but you can see I've got a couple piles of wood to cut up and stack for the firewood, so that's what we gotta do. Then I promise I'm gonna unbox everything and show you.